I don't think I have anything or that I'm anything special compared to any other living human being. I just know that what I experience is the truth, and that no being ever has experienced what I've experienced and can explain it as accurately as I can and as I will throughout the rest of my life as Dan Alexander. I'm not saying that to be bold and I don't know what word to look for. I'm not being a jerk. I love people and I want to help them. My personal way of speaking and my mannerisms that I have memorized into my body before I started spending nothing but all my time on God and teaching and learning and trying to help people acts a certain way. People may not like the way I portray myself or the way I act, but I'm not. There's no reason for me to try to develop a personality when my job, my goal, my destiny in life are all of our reasons to be here. And I can say that because many people say there's no such thing as destiny. There's no such thing as fate. There's no such thing as purpose. There's no such thing as a reason to be alive. Well, there is. And I've seen it. I've been there. And I am there. And saying that all the time sounds goofy to most people, and I know. But they want to know this, and I know deep down because they are alive too, I would think, unless they're not alive. Unless they're just being told what to do every move of their life. And if that's the case, then they can stop listening to anything I say, if they're just a robot. But if they're not, they want to hear this, the stuff that I have to share. When I say stuff like Christ and Buddha and all those beings, they were great. I know, I was there. I was not just them, I was all things, everything that was ever around. I am now, but I can only experience in a human world as Dan Alexander when I'm walking around and doing normal everyday stuff. Because every day I basically try to clear my mind, but remember what I need to remember as my starting database to remember the stuff we talk about as people and that kind of thing. Of course, I'm not going to be blank-minded and stupid every day. But I have to do something. I'm not just going to sit there and hum on the side of a mountain. That would be even stupider, because many people have done that. I've done that. When I say many people, I have to say something differently so people understand what I mean, because I can't just go around saying I, when I really mean that, but no one gets what I mean because they have never experienced it. And when I say that, I know many have felt it. I've been there so many times in so many different bodies and so many different beings. But when it comes down to the letters and the words and everything, I remember making the symbols, the signs in the non-visible. I remember making the non-visible. But all I can do is start with what we understand so that I can explain it to people. Because if they can't understand what I write down or what I say, what's the point of trying to explain to them the non-visible if they can't communicate it? That's why it's really hard to try to get anyone to listen when everyone thinks they understand the alphabet. But no one else could have understood what the power of the word truly means. No one else could really explain what any of every saying of everybody's name, everyone in history, everyone you've ever known, everyone you've ever heard of, and everyone you've never heard of, and even yourself. It will apply to everyone. It will work everywhere. And people may not like that. It will spook them. And something in them will be like, well, science didn't say that, so he's just whatever. And they won't even take the time to look into it and see that it accurately works everywhere. Everywhere. Everywhere and everything. Sacred geometry, I invented it. Spiritual math, I invented it. Golden ratio, I invented it. People have confused it, put all kinds of stuff to it. And there's all kinds of letters and numbers that we talk about in physical worlds. But those things don't really matter when it comes down to wordlessness, timelessness, consciousness. Those things have nothing to do with numbers. Numbers are just symbols we use. And the letters that we use and the numbers that we use definitely do something in the physical world, but we aren't just that. So once we can truly get that, we can use that to really make our world happen. And then we go deeper when we get into spirituality. But I need people to start understanding the trueness about letters and words and start standing up to the government, being somebody instead of being something that someone else controls.